Welcome to Mind Mend Moments, your sanctuary for turning inner chatter into clarity. I'm Shalethea, and this is the space where we replace I can't with unlearning, where vulnerability meets empowerment. Each episode, we explore beneficial self-talk strategies, dive into the transformative power of life listening services, or unpack practical tools to nurture your mental well-being. We're not professionals, just fellow travelers sharing stories, science-backed tips, and judgment-free zones to help you reframe the narrative. Whether you're here to untangle thoughts you've been holding on to or discover new ways to quiet the noise, hit play and let's mend minds one moment at a time. Transforming your mind. How changing the way you think can change your life. Embracing new perspective. In 2012, I was diagnosed with PTSD, acute major depression, and an anxiety disorder, believed to have stemmed from an incident in 2009. For years, I allowed that diagnosis to run my life. I would tell people I was so anxious when I was around others. I would moan and groan about being depressed. I would try to educate people about PTSD so they could better understand me. When fireworks would go off, I would hide, saying they bugged me and made my skin crawl. I made that diagnosis my identity. But everything changed when I decided to change the way I thought about my situation. The power of language. I stopped saying I had PTSD, depression, and anxiety. Instead, I started saying I was strong, happy, and could face any challenge that came my way. Language has immense power over our thoughts and emotions. By changing the words we use, we can change our mindset and how we perceive our circumstances. It's been shown that positive self-talk, which I call beneficial self-talk, can enhance performance, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. By reframing your self-talk, you can shift your mindset from one of limitation and lack to one of empowerment. Cognitive behavior techniques. I dove into understanding my brain and got certified in cognitive behavior therapy, CBT, rational emotive behavior therapy, REBT, emotional freedom techniques, EFT or tapping, progressive muscle relaxation, PMR, and box breathing, among other techniques. These tools were invaluable in helping me, and when the time was right, others. CBT and REBT are evidence-based therapies that have been proven effective in treating a wide range of mental health issues, including PTSD, depression, and anxiety. These therapies focus on identifying and changing negative thought patterns and behaviors. Switching up those negative thoughts. When I would catch myself saying I was anxious, I would instead say I was excited about the things going on around me. I started enjoying being around people and saw it as an opportunity to learn and grow. I switched up my thoughts, which is called reframing thoughts in CBT. I slowly changed that negative self-talk, or as I like to call it, damaging self-talk, into beneficial self-talk, which transformed my experiences. Reframing is a cognitive behavioral technique that involves changing the way you think about a situation to alter your emotional response. Studies have shown that reframing can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Planning and preparation. I knew the things that triggered my anxiety and depression, so I started planning how I would respond to them. I gave myself directions and prepared for situations that made me uncomfortable. This proactive approach helped me manage my symptoms more effectively. If you don't know what triggers you have, brainstorm and write a few down. It's okay if you can only think of one or two at the moment. More will come as you seek them out. Planning and preparation can reduce anxiety by giving you a sense of control over your environment. Having a plan in place can reduce stress and improve coping abilities. Exposure and gradual desensitization. I started going outside when fireworks would go off and watched them. which gradually calmed my anxiety. I pushed myself into uncomfortable situations and celebrated my successes, no matter how small. Gradual exposure helped me desensitize to my triggers. I won't tell you it wasn't tough, but if I can do it, I know you can. It got progressively easier over time. Exposure therapy is a well-established treatment for anxiety disorders, including PTSD. It involves gradually exposing yourself to feared situations or stimuli to reduce the fear response over time. Exposure therapy, as they call it, can be good for social anxieties, phobias, etc. The journey to self-improvement. It took me a long time to deal with my issues, but it was well worth it. I am now 1,000 times better than I was back then, and you can do the same. You can change the stories you tell yourself and become the person you want to be. Progressive muscle relaxation, or PMR, helped me when I couldn't sleep, and I've included a recording I made several years ago at the bottom of this newsletter. I uploaded it to YouTube for your convenience several weeks ago, so please be sure to follow us on YouTube and share with a friend if you love it. Your support is appreciated. PMR is a relaxation technique that involves tensing and then relaxing different muscle groups. Research has shown that PMR can reduce symptoms of anxiety, improve your sleep quality, and enhance overall relaxation. Embrace your day. Changing your mindset can transform your life. By reframing your thoughts using cognitive behavioral techniques, planning, and gradually facing your fears, you can overcome PTSD, depression, anxiety, and so much more. Share your journey in the comments and let us know how you're embracing each new day. Remember, you have the power to change your story and become the best version of yourself. Thank you for spending time with us. If today's episode resonated, share it with someone who might need a gentle reminder. Their voice matters, even and especially the parts they're afraid to speak aloud. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. It helps others find our community. And if you're carrying thoughts that feel too heavy to share with loved ones, our life listeners are here to be your compassionate ear. Visit www.mindmendmentors.com for more. Until next time, repeat after me. My story isn't finished, and that's okay. Keep talking kindly to yourself. You're worth the words.